Welcome to Meeple Podcast, English version, Season 1.
Hello to all followers of Meeple Podcast and Meeple Podcast International. Today I bring you a special episode about the new edition of the WTCOC, the World Team Carcassonne Online Championship, which kicks off in April. This tournament, organized by Carcassonne.cat with the help of the international community, is now in its 6th edition and grows in participation and level of play every year. As many of you already know, there is a team of people working on this months in advance to ensure everything is ready. Thanks to this initiative, Carcassonne.cat has a wild card for the World Championship in Germany, and additionally, the top 3 teams in the final ranking can also send a player. This also happened in the 2023 edition, although that year 4 spots were awarded instead of 3. Each edition brings changes and adjustments because the goal is to improve and refine details. There is always room to optimize the competition, and although some modifications generate debate, the community actively participates with opinions and proposals, and that is the beauty of this. It is a tournament that evolves with the people who play it. This year, the most significant change is how games are created. Previously, each duel consisted of a game with a rematch, allowing alternation of who started each time. Now, instead of that, each duel will be played within a private tournament in BGA, and here lies the problem. The starting order will be completely random. This has generated many complaints because the alternation of the first turn is crucial in Carcassonne, and losing control over this has not been well received. Additionally, a fixed time of 15 minutes per player is introduced. According to the organizers, this aims to make the competition resemble the World Championship in Germany, prevent some players from using external tools to count tiles, and eliminate complaints about errors in game configuration. The courtesy waiting time, if someone is late to a match, has also been reduced. Previously there was a 15-minute margin, now only 5. So if you exceed that time, you automatically lose. In general, the controversy has focused more on the alternation of turns than on the rest of the changes. Although some doubt whether 15 minutes is enough to play well, the main concern is that now a player could start all the games in a duel, which can create significant advantages. An attempt has been made to solve this by requesting BGA to implement an improvement to alternate the starting turn automatically, but so far there has been no response. And speaking of the general format, for those who are not clear, let's do a quick review. Each team has between 8 and 10 players, and for each match, they must submit their lineup at least 24 hours in advance. The tournament began in 2020 with fewer than 20 teams, and now almost doubles that number. First, a group stage is played, where at least 8 players from each team must have participated to avoid sanctions. This encourages rotation and ensures everyone has the opportunity to play. Then come the playoffs, where the best teams are matched based on the ranking from the previous phase. Matches are agreed upon between the captains and played within a week. If there is no agreement, there is a schedule table based on the geographical location of the teams to ensure that everyone can play at a reasonable time. Each match consists of 5 duels, best of 3 games. In this edition, those games will be played in a tournament created in BGA with a fixed time of 15 minutes per player. In case of a tie in a game, victory is awarded to the player who did not start the game, and since there are 5 duels, there can be no tie in the overall score. There will always be a winner. Regarding prizes, the top 3 teams in the final ranking will be able to select which players they will send to the World Championship in Germany. There are also prize vouchers to spend at the game's official store, canco.de. So there is a lot at stake, but the most important thing is the spirit of community that this tournament has fostered over the years. I think this gives a pretty clear idea of how the WTCOC works, and what its new features are. This tournament has been key to strengthening the international Carcassonne community and bringing together players from all over the world. And when it starts, here at Meeple Podcast, we will be following each phase and bringing you weekly summaries so you don't miss anything. If we talk about the performance of English-speaking teams in this edition, we must remember that the United States had a rather modest run in Group E. They only managed to finish above Finland, earning their only point precisely against this debuting team. Ahead of the North American squad were Taiwan, Belarus, Portugal and Hong Kong, leaving the US out of the playoff race. In contrast, the United Kingdom had an outstanding performance, dominating Group B and securing the top spot. Their only loss came against Ukraine, which finished in second place, but in the round of 16, they got their revenge and eliminated the Ukrainians. Then, in the quarterfinals, they defeated Taiwan and advanced to the semifinals, where they faced France and were knocked out just before the grand final. The French went on to become tournament runners-up, and in the bronze medal match, the British team couldn't overcome Hungary, finishing in 4th place and missing out on a spot for the World Championship in Germany. Interestingly, the year before, Spain had also finished in 4th place but still secured a spot, something that Hans im Glück revised for the 2024 edition. But there's no time for regrets. Now it's time to look ahead and give it our all in this new team competition. Good luck to everyone, and let the WTCOC 2025 begin.